welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and if you're looking for a channel who literally accomplishes their goals every single day, then you're in the right channel. And today I'm outside right now. Like, look at this view. Like, this is kind of a day when you just look at outside and think like, damn, it's such a good day to be outside. So here I am thinking the same thing, and as always, recording my video. So welcome again, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so today as I walk 10k steps, I want to talk about literally the importance of having the vision, because I know so many people out there who doesn't even know what to do with their life, or which I'm not judging. Like, I was never doubt what I want to do, because most of my life I knew what I want to do, but I can totally get people who feels overwhelmed with their future or anything literally. So I'm here to talk about literally how to have the vision that will help you to achieve all of your goals, or just find out what are your goals are. So I'm gonna talk about this today because I literally thought, like, what separates people who are so successful, who knows what they're doing, who figure it out. But I mean, it's not that easy, and it kind of becomes like an intention. So without far more yapping, I'm gonna talk about that. So guys, like, for me, if I have to speak from experience, like, ever since I was little, I want to play football or do sports, or like become successful in general, because you know football is a sport that is like dominated by men, or like people who play football are really ambitious in general. Or even like when people compare like Ronaldo and Messi, like Messi seems way more like less ambitious and more robotic and more talented, but like every athlete has like that kind of ambition. So like, if you're someone who is still figuring out, which by the way all of us are, I mean, even if you know what to do, you might not know how to do, or like literally not know anything, which is totally okay by the way. So like, what I'm trying to say is, for me, I don't know if I want to walk. I just know I want to lose weight and look better and feel better. So here I'm out there walking. But this is not about me liking to walk, because I didn't like walking. I thought walking was like kind of pointless and boring, to be honest. But I knew what I wanted. So like, for example, if you're someone who doesn't know what to do career-wise, I'm talking by the way, in the future, you might just like think about your goal. If you wanna like achieve success. Okay, I'm walking, but I literally regret not doing anything with my hair, because it's not hairy, literally. And when wind blows from here, it's not right now, surprisingly, but it will. No, it didn't. Anyway, when I mention it, somehow it doesn't happen. I mean, like that, when it blows, my hair looks bad, but when it stays in shape, it's better. So I'm gonna walk in that direction. Anyway, my point is, if you have vision to like know what you're doing, because you need to know yourself well. That's for a fact. Like, you're gonna live with yourself for the rest of your life. I mean, don't mind my accent, sometimes my tongue doesn't twist. Anyway, but my point is, you have to know yourself well. Like what else do you have? Like what is more important than knowing yourself better? Because think about it, if you know yourself well, if you know the way you think, the way you act, why you act in a certain way, then you can change it for the better, but not just like habit wise, but also knowing what you want in life. See, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, like knowing what you want in life brings you closer to having what you want. So if you don't want to be some kind of, I don't know, a person who just like, how can I say that? Like, if you don't want to be a person who just thinks like, oh, I don't know what I want from life, I don't know what I'm interested in, like, okay, you might not know it, but it's on you to figure it out. It's on you to find out, because who else will does that for you? Like, you don't find those stuff on, like, learn those stuff on school. You learn it by yourself. Like, today the wind just loves me. Anyway, like, you learn it by yourself, and that means you gotta work on it. Of course, if you just stay the way you are, like, if you wanna achieve something, if you wanna know something, if you literally wanna have something that you didn't before, then you gotta do something that you didn't before. You gotta think in a way you didn't before, and that requires to courage and getting out of your comfort zone. I know, like, I hate that word, and you probably heard it all the time, but you gotta get out of it, because if you don't, you're gonna be comfortable. I assure you, you're gonna be comfortable by, like, just living the way you are and not finding out what you like. You're gonna be comfortable, not in a money way, because of course if you don't work hard for it or literally work for it, you won't achieve it. But if you just like know and get used to getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your usual beliefs, like getting out literally of everything usual, then you're gonna achieve the unusual which you want. I mean, the problem is you didn't know what you wanted, so you didn't know how to do it. But the way you find out totally depends on you. Like, I mean, me personally, I'm not like passionate on art or something very specific other than sports, which is actually something specific, but I don't want to build a career on sport. But I know I'm passionate on living the way I want and affording my wishes, such as, I don't know, luxury stuff, cars. I love them, and some people say, oh, my thing is superficial, but I love it, and that doesn't change the fact that I won't work for it. So that's why I want to do something that will bring me the money and the opportunities to have the things I want. You might think that's superficial, but that's what I want, and that's my vision. And because I know where I'm going, I'm not like in a, how can I say that, like, I'm not in a desperate state of mind. And you need to get out of that state of mind too. I know you might think like, this girl is just like yapping on her channel because she talks about it daily, but no, literally, like, you might think I'm not like the kind of person who has it all or who figured it out yet, but I know I will be. That's why I'm talking, and like, in yourself, I know you do too, and even if you don't, you'll have it in you, and that's on you to figure it out, because if you don't, who will? And even if you know that fact, you gotta literally just know it in your guts, you know that? Like, you gotta acknowledge it so good so you can work for it. my point is, you don't have to be passionate on anything. You don't have to do anything. You just gotta know what you want. And eventually, if you just want it bad enough, you will have it, and you will find a way to have it. And that here is your passion. Like, here it is. You don't have to think that hard. So with that being said, that was it for today's video. I know what you want. That's why I'm heading towards it by walking 10k steps every day. So physically or mentally, you got this too by doing the things by literally just going towards your goal. It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter how big or how small, but what matters is the direction. So that was it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to watch my direction because it's heading toward my goals. Like always, see you tomorrow.